peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Am from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome to the daily reading. Now unfortunately today Mercury retrograded all over me, so this is a pre-recorded video and we are going to be going by the elements today as I am short on time. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in nonetheless. I gratefully appreciate it and I'm sorry that this couldn't be a live normal scheduled daily reading that we usually do. But yeah, like I mentioned with Mercury in retrograde, unfortunately the internet's not working today, so we kind of just got to go with the flow and keep it going. So shout out to all of you. What's poppin' peeps? Welcome to the daily read. Really happy to be here with you. We're going to go ahead and do earth, water, fire, air. There will be timestamps in the description box down below, so you can go ahead and skip right to your element to watch what we have for you. And without a further ado, let's begin. Starting out here with the earth signs, let's see what's up, baby. What do we got going on here for Taurus, my Virgo, and my Capricorn? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the earth signs? Messages for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my beautiful earth signs, we're going to go ahead and gather ourselves one last and final shuffle and we shall see what is up. Hopefully we are looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, earth signs, overall energy for you is going to be the Judgment in reverse. So you could be connecting here with potentially a Scorpio for some of you. Having a look into your current energy, we do got the Two of Swords reversed. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got the Devil in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you, we do have here the Nine of Pentacles. So setting foot here into your next 24 hours, let's go ahead and talk about it. Judgment in reverse here all the way to the Two of Swords in reverse. This is about making a final decision. When you see the Two of Swords in the reverse position, it definitely correlates to making something final. And with the Judgment in reverse, that usually represents either no forgiveness, a lack of forgiveness, or it represents not making a certain judgment call. So I feel like you're making a final choice here to either not do something or to not forgive someone or something in general. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with the devil reverse. So it's kind of like, you know, the devil's tricks. You know, I feel like that's the energy that's coming into play here for you guys. Earth signs, it's like, I know the devil's tricks already. Why am I going to keep getting how do I say this? Like, you know, when you give into something, it's like, why am I going to keep getting distracted, or why am I still going to keep getting pulled into something that I know is more of a Seven of Swords moment? It's like, you know, that whomever you're dealing with or whatever you're dealing with has this energy where maybe there's manipulation at play, or maybe you just know that it's not what it seems to be, right? So you don't want to be that person wearing rose-tinted glasses when you see the situation incredibly clearly here in the next 24 hours. So especially looking at the outcome here right now being the Nine of Pentacles, earth signs, I see here with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like, I just want to be independent from this. I want to not be involved at this time. I want to completely be as independent and as far away from the situation as I can be. And I'm choosing to make this judgment call to not give something a second chance and to not give something a reinvestment. So whether that is a person wanting to reconnect with you romantically, whether it's a job that wants you back, a friend that wants to make up, or somebody that wants to, you know, do something again that maybe you no longer are interested in, you've really made up your mind here and you have a very firm choice of, I want to be entirely independent from whatever this thing is. And all the more power to you, because at the end of the day, there is a huge amount of power in saying no, and people need to respect that. So if there is something you're not up for, if there is no reconciliation that you want, if you don't want to do something again, if you're not interested in taking a chance on X, Y, and Z, you don't have to. Live your life by your own terms and by your own rules, and make sure that other people respect the boundaries that you enforce. All right. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you will not be taking any answers. The answer is no, and you're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward as you isolate yourself from a situation that you do not want to be invested in. All right, my earth signs, love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Gratefully appreciate it. So we did our earth. We're going to jump on in now into the water, and let's see what we got going on here for the Cancers, the Pisces, and the Scorpios. What do we got going on, baby? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for my beautiful water signs? Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my water sign peeps, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we shall see what is up. Hopefully all is well. Water signs, overall energy for you is going to be the Death in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, we do got the Seven of Swords. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we got here the King of Cups, Cups. And then looking at the outcome here for you beautiful peeps, we do got here the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position. So having a look here in the next 24 hours for my beautiful water signs, Death in reverse here and the Seven of Swords upright. Scorpio energy showing up here with the Death card. Death in reverse usually symbolizes a lack of a transformation, a lack of a change. And taking a look at the current energy here being the Seven of Swords could represent deceptive energies. It could represent things such as lying, cheating, stealing, things amongst that nature, or it could represent mind games too for a few of you. So I feel that I'm hearing specifically mind games, I guess. I don't know why that's what's coming through the strongest. It's like the mind games aren't changing. The mind games aren't coming to an end is what I'm hearing for you. So for any of you beautiful water sign peeps that are currently dealing with somebody who's maybe potentially doing mind games or playing mind games with you, I think you're hitting your breaking point here where it's like, I am absolutely over this. You know, the mind games have just become way too much for me to handle. And I think that I'm at this point where it's like, I need something mature. We got here the King of Cups, right? King of Cups is all about emotional maturity. It's a person who can respect you, love you, be honest with you, and open with you. And it's not somebody here who's here to play games or who's here to mess around. It's, you know, not immature. It's mature at that point. And whether we're talking about love and even in friendship, we can have tons of friendships with people, unfortunately, where they can play mind games and where they could be a bit more immature. And it's not something that's fun the older that you grow, right? So I think you're very much so over this. And looking at the outcome that's present, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Ace of Pentacles reversed here says, it's like, I don't want to take the opportunity here to keep reinvesting into somebody's mind games. I want to go ahead and be around somebody who's more mature. I want to be around somebody here who's real authentic and has a lot of love to offer, and somebody here who wants to offer something real. I don't want a relationship of any kind, friendly, family, romantic, to feel as if it is a game. You know, I want it to be authentic, raw, real, and something that's not going to stress me out, because relationships as a whole are supposed to be something that's positive, happy, and has genuinely great connections involved in it. So I totally get where you're coming from. Been there, done that with, you know, friends and especially in love. And I get why you want something more mature, you know, despite whatever age you may be. You know, when it comes towards having maturity in relationships, it's super important for the longevity and the survival of that relationship. So I think you've hit your breaking point here. And I think you've also hit your recognition point where it's like, you know what, Death in reverse, this is not changing and it's not going to change. So maybe I need to be the person here to make the change myself by walking away. All right. So that's what I do have here for the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Thank you for tuning in. It's gratefully appreciated. Thank you all so much. So we did our earth, we did our water. We're going to hop on into the fire signs now, Aries, Sag, and Leo, and we shall see what is up. What do we got going on here for the fire signs? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for our Aries, our Sagittarians, and our Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my fire sign peeps, we're going to gather this last shuffle and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Having a look here at the overall energy for you, we do got here the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. Now, having a look here at the current energy, we do got here the Eight of Wands. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you, we do got here the Chariot. So for my beautiful fire signs, let's see what we got going on here. You could be connecting with a Cancer potentially because we do got here the Chariot. But with the Eight of Cups in reverse here to the Eight of Wands upright, let's talk about it. Well, Eight of Cups reverse usually means to return to something. So instead of going forward, it could represent going backwards. And with the Eight of Wands showing up over here, this is usually a card that represents communication. So I feel like you're coming back to someone or some situation because there's something that you got to get off your chest here. I feel like there's something you need to communicate here in your next 24 hours. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So Queen of Pentacles upright usually represents a lot of self-care, a lot of self-investment, but Queen of Pentacles reversed kind of represents the dedication that you've given to others. I feel like this is about you expressing how much you've given to a situation, whether it's about how much you've given to your workplace, how much you've given to your partner, how much you've given to your family. And I think that you need to get this off your chest because I feel like you're in a place where you do feel quite underappreciated is the way that I'm picking up on this energy. It's like I feel very underappreciated and undervalued for what I've provided. And I think that I need to be respected. Well, I know that I need to be respected here, but I feel like I need to let this out and you need to understand where I'm coming from because, you know, you're in the space where you have felt this way for so long. It's finally time that I need to say something. So Very direct energy, very blunt energy coming in here for you in the next 24 hours, pretty much conveying you've given a lot, you've put so much in, whether it's, time and faithfulness into a relationship or into a job or into family relationships. It's like, I've put forth so much and I just wanted that to be repaid. I wanted that to be appreciated. I wanted that to be acknowledged. And I think you're coming from a place where you feel like it hasn't been. And looking at the outcome here being the Chariot fire sign, Chariot card is all about forward movement. It's all about packing up and going, but it doesn't necessarily mean that fire sign you'll be walking away from somebody in the next 24 hours if you feel undervalued. Maybe this is more about having to express that so that you can establish a better future, Maybe this is about telling your boss at your job, look, I bring a lot of value to the company. I work very hard. I work my butt off and I don't feel appreciated enough. And I feel like if you want a good future, especially a future with me in it, you need to start showing me more respect and you need to acknowledge more what I've done. And in that case, if your boss realizes how valuable you are and doesn't want to lose you, they might even give you a raise. That could be positive news coming in here for the next 24 hours for some fire signs. You might be at your wit's end and your boss is like, wait, I don't want to lose you. You know what? You're right. And here's why this has happened. And here's what I'm going to do going forward to make this a better future working experience. Same thing with relationships. You might open up your partner's eyes, seeing how you feel, and they didn't notice how the way they were making you feel. And now that now this conversation's kind of been established, here are things that are going to happen and change so that when we move forward, we can establish and build a better future. So don't think for every fire sign here, because I don't feel this personally. I don't feel for every fire sign personally that the Chariot's going to represent, I'm out of here, I'm packing and going, I'm moving on. It could represent, here's what we can do now to change to establish a much better future by communicating what you really needed to say, which is always wonderful because communication is indeed key. All right, my beautiful fire signs. Thank you for tuning in. You're gratefully appreciated. Have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you all next time. All right, so we did our earth, we did our water, we did our fire. Jumping on to the last batch or the last element for today. Let's see what we got going on here for the air signs. All right, this is going to be for my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. Let's see what's going on for you, man. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for my Gemini, Libra, Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my beautiful air signs, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. All right, air signs, overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Cups in reverse. Having a look at your current energy, we do got the Ace of Cups, looking at what you're dealing with. We do got here the 6 of Cups, and then looking at the outcome for you, we do got the 7 of Swords in the reverse position. So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, let's go ahead and talk about your next 24 hours. 10 of Cups here all the way to the Ace of Cups. So, unsatisfied with something that you love is essentially what I'm hearing here for you. I think that you can sometimes be unsatisfied with something you love because you know what it is you love, but maybe the expectations here aren't being met is what I'm seeing. So there might be something out of the ordinary currently happening with something or someone that you love. For example, if you're in a relationship, you love a person for who they are, but maybe their behavior has kind of been out of the ordinary lately, and maybe that's something that you have not been finding quite fulfilling. Maybe you absolutely love your job, but there's been a lot of added stress lately, and that might be what's been making you feel like, okay, I'm not exactly happy with it, still love it, but stuff out of the ordinary is kind of going on here that's making you feel a little bit unfulfilled. So I see this coming in here for you, whether it's in regards to work, friendships, family, romantic relationships. Do take it how it personally resonates to you. You still love something, but you're not particularly happy with it at this time. Having a look at what you're dealing with, though, you are dealing with the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups could kind of resonate in two ways. It could represent acceptance, but it also could represent the past, because many people look at the 6 of Cups and they note that card to be the past card. I feel personally here that the 6 of Cups is representing a little bit of both. Chances are this situation has occurred to you in the past where you loved someone or something, but you weren't really fulfilled. So chances are this is an experience you've had before. And I think that what you're realizing is at the end of the day, maybe I have to focus on what triumphs all, which is love, because love really is the overall thing that matters, right? You can be mad at somebody you love, but still love them. You can be really stressed out at your job, but still love the job that you're doing and the work that you're doing. Sometimes things just happen. Okay. And I think that even if you've experienced this energy in your past, it's kind of like what comes with love. Like, you got to accept shit, right? You know, if you're dealing with a partner who is going through a really rough and difficult time, you might not be happy that they're suffering. You might not be happy that they need space or that they got a lot of shit going on, but because you love them, you're there with them, right? I think that with love also comes hardships. I think that with what you care about also comes really stressful moments. And I think that the main focal point of this entire reading is the fact that you still love and care about whatever the situation is. And looking at the outcome here being the Seven of Swords reverse, Seven of Swords reverse here is trying to say to you, it's like, don't deceive yourself. Don't get yourself caught in a situation right now where just because things aren't all that well or all that great, that you think that this is falling apart. Remember the absolute foundation of what you have here. If you're dealing with a romantic partner right now and you love them, but you're not really happy with their behavior lately, communicate, talk to them, realize the foundation that the two of you have is love, and overcome it, because there will be hardships with love. If you are dealing with lots of stress at your job, but you still love your job, don't immediately say, well, I got to quit now. No, overcome that stress in time. It'll change and get back to a better space. Right now, especially with Mercury being in retrograde, everything's a little bit extra stressful. Just like today for me, for instance, right? I love live streaming. I love going live for the daily readings. I love my YouTube channel 110%. But you know what I don't love? I don't love crappy internet that unfortunately I have to deal with and put up with. And in situations like this, do I necessarily love doing a pre-recorded video and not doing all the signs flat out? No, but even though I love and care about this, and even though right now the situation's not what I want it to be, I love it, so I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to get through that hard time and get through that hardship. So what I feel here for many of you beautiful peeps in your next 24 hours, air signs, is that don't immediately let the Seven of Swords be an upright moment. I'm happy it came out reversed, but don't let it be an upright moment, Don't let a bad moment or a rough time immediately make you feel like you need to abandon the things that you love. You're going to find those rough times in everything that you care about, but overcoming it is the point. And the reason we do overcome these types of situations is because of the fact that we love, or, we love the situation, or we love who we're dealing with, all right? Love is the foundation that's most important. So do remember that going forward, okay? All right, my beautiful air signs, that's what I have in store here for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's really gratefully appreciated, and I will see you guys soon. Now, with that all being said, guys, thank you all so much for coming out to the daily reading. Really, really appreciate everybody being here. I want to apologize again. I will always apologize a million times, even though it's a circumstance that's out of my control. I love to show up and be live here and hang out with y'all and do the full 12 zodiac signs independently. But I'm very crunched on time right now. Internet just doesn't want to work and doesn't want to budge for me. So this is the next best thing. Thank you for tuning in though. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for your constant love and support. Hopefully everything will be okay going forward here from now on. And yeah, with that being said, much love to everybody. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love to my soul family. And also, if you're new here, do consider subscribing. But much love to my soul family, and have yourselves a good one. Later, y'all. Peace.